I want to check out this show. I've wanted to check out this show ever since we kicked things off with the Korean Englishman series. We watched the British students go through Korean Navy boot camp, and I friggin' loved that. I loved watching that and being able to comment on that, and it felt like not only did we get a whole bunch of new people, but the people that were watching the series, new or old or whatever, seemed to enjoy the commentary and the fact that I could provide some context to what was happening on the screen, which that's just kind of how it works. Now, even though it was Korean Navy boot camp, there's a lot of similarities between how they trained and how I was trained. I come from the U.S. Marine Corps, and I have been out for a while. I was honorably discharged in 2002. I was recalled in 2003 for just a couple months. And I have been out since, but I have been involved in military and paramilitary training ever since. So I have been in this community and training as a trainer for 25 years. I have trained, I want to say at last estimated count, it was over like 10,000 people or something. So I have done quite a bit. Now I don't know how this show necessarily will translate as far as what I can contribute, but the reality is with a lot of this stuff, there's a lot of parallels with training and how people learn and how they train and how you want to, how competition changes the way people function. So I'm not only do I want to watch this show because I think it's badass, but I'm also hoping that will be some good talking points. So I'm going to warn you ahead of time. You can expect a number of pauses here. If we watch it straight through, you know damn well they're going to clap us. They're going to give us the ruler on the back of the hand and we're done. To avoid that, I will do my usual pausing and I will provide context where I can. All right, let's get dirty, shall we? Yeah! Oh, yeah. Let's get a sound check. You getting that? All right. The soldiers. Let's get captions here. So, competing for the best special force agents in the world. Five months of competition. 20 agents.
Leaders wear rucksacks. 한 번만 짜면 되자. 3분. 그렇지.
My name's Jay Morton. I joined Tutor SAS back in 2008. I served 10 years in the SAS.
Fantastic.
You're going through any tough challenge or any difficult course or situation, you get to learn a lot about yourself. And serving the guys in the team and looking at what are their strengths.
Now, my first thought when I saw the dude with the beard, it's not out of the ordinary anymore to see military guys with beards. Sorry, the world evolves the way it does. But he already says, Jay Morton says, okay, I served in the SAS, British SAS for 10 years. Most of these guys, if not all of these guys, or these competitors, because I don't know the genders as they go so far, but they will have been out now. They will not still be in their services, usually. And some of the other shows that we've watched, even people that are still active are like, wait, what are we doing? I'm going to be on screen. Hold on a second. I need to get approval for that. And that's kind of how it works. So it wouldn't surprise me if everybody is already out of their tours and kind of done with their military work as it is.
Some weaknesses, where they can fit into the team.
My name is Will Ravello.
Now, I don't know if this is the same for you, but for me, the music is horrendously loud. Are you getting the same thing? I can barely hear what they're saying. So even I'm kind of counting on the closed captions. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. I apologize.
A Special Forces Green Beret. I served a total of 17 years in the military. Well, I don't think I can make my team do anything. I can only say what the guys on my team, if we were going to do it, give it everything we got. But can I say who's going to do it? I don't know. But we'll figure it out. It'll be good.
Green Beret, SAS.
My name is Johan Reispass. I did 17 years in the Swedish Special Forces. Now we're gonna mix up new teams that want to embrace the soldiers so we can build a strong team in a very short amount of time so we can win it.
Nice. Swedish Special Forces.
안녕하세요. 한국인 글로벌 팀장 이창준입니다. 특전사에서 13년 근무했고 특전여단, 정찰대, 707까지 3개 부대를 경험했습니다. 그러니까 특수부대마다의 특성을 살리는 게 아니라 개개인의 유능한 인원들을 모아서 더 멋진 팀을 만든다고 하는 취지가 굉장히 와닿았습니다.
3분 그렇지.
솔직히 질 자신 없었습니다.
All right. All right, so they've kind of, hello, look at that hair. Yes. +1 for Roscoe. Now, they've already kind of laid out some of the competitors. What I kind of love, and they've already hit on, is that they're going to be mixing teams up. And I think that's super interesting already. Because what you end up with is if you take like 5 dudes from, well, we say the teams, but like if you take 5 Navy SEALs, you take 5 Green Berets and 5 recon Marines, they all within their different units have general ways of functioning. Like they know when they attack this type of task, they're all kind of trained in a very similar way. So it doesn't take too much communication usually to do things because everybody just kind of knows what needs to happen. As soon as you start kind of merging units, like separate units together, it gets really interesting because this person will have an idea. Okay, if we're clearing a hallway, this is how I'm trained. This is how I function. This is my role. But the number 2 person behind them will have a completely different way to do it. So you have to really kind of be adaptive and be flexible in how you do, because you can't just stand there and argue with each other. You have to make it work. And normally, if it's military, it is under very strict parameters and timelines, deadlines.
좋아 좋아 가자.
1등 무조건 합니다.
가자. 팀을 믿어.
끝까지 가보고 싶습니다. 최선을 다하는 모습 보여주고 싶습니다. 악착같이 살아남겠습니다.
어딘지 위치만 말해.
저는 무조건 1등 예상했습니다.
Let's go.
자신 있다고 생각합니다.
우선 들었으면 응답해.
Nice. Good stuff. That's a good intro. All right. first military national selection.
안녕하십니까.
The games have
이거 진짜
begun.
리얼이다 약간 좀 이랬던 것 같습니다. 진짜 막 좀 당황 많이 했던 것 같습니다.
And you got to remember, and already when they said like there's an awkward silence in the air, so much of this is mental. It is a mental game that is being played at all times, because even if your body can handle a lot, it is going to be your mind that you have got to keep strong no matter what.
사실 사회에서 군을 바라보는 시선들이 그렇게 좋았던 건 아니라고 저는 생각을 했어요. 그런 시선을 바꾸는 거에 좀 저도 같이 해보자 이렇게 생각이 돼서 그 기회를 어떻게 잡게 된 것 같습니다.
Bro, okay. I was going to say, all right, as soon as I saw UDT, before I even looked at them, I was like, why are your hands in your pockets? Where I come from, we used to call them army gloves. Like, you do not put your damn hands in your pockets. But every division and unit is different. There it is. He knows. Okay, sorry about that. My bad. Yep, I was just fixing my stuff. Yep.
정말 선동 안 되나? 정말 선동 안 돼?
Yeah, bro. Keep him out of
군대
there.
다시 온 느낌. 저기 무서운 조교들도 몇 명 있고 조금 포스가 많이 느껴지니까 그런 부분에
I
대해서
felt the air.
공기도 바짝 들게끔 했던 것 같습니다.
Yep. Oh man, I'm digging this already.
옛날 생각도 나고 가슴이 뜨거워지더라고요.
다시 한번 좀 더 강한 남자들이랑 이렇게 겨뤄보고 싶어가지고 지원하게 되었습니다.
자신의 좀 성장할 수 있는 계기가 될 수 있어서 더 솔저스에 지원하게 됐습니다.
우승해야죠. 무조건 1등 해야죠. 우승하겠습니다.
그건 또 비벼봐야 될 것 같습니다. 솔직히 비벼봐야 될 것 같습니다.
1등 하려면 힘들겠다.
좀 빡세게 할 것 같은데요, 느낌이.
You know why they start him on a hill like this? This is just my guess. Aside from the filming aspect, they start them down the road. I think they already have like packs or bags that each of them are bringing with them. But by the time they get there, you notice they are slightly winded. That is also part of the PsyOps game, because they get there and they think, man, I'm already a little winded. God, is everybody else winded? I don't think anybody else is breathing heavy. Oh shit, I'm kind of behind the game. Okay, I'm good. And you immediately start kind of feeling those butterflies like, oh man, I'm going to have to work harder than everybody else. Oh, damn.
있었어? 네네. 이야기 많이 들었습니다. 몸속에 있었으면 니들 죽었다. 이런 말도 많이 들었었는데. 저 가운데.
Sizing each other up.
형 몇 개 잘 뛰냐고. 저거 잘 뛰죠. 지금은 모르겠어. 트레이너냐 지금? 모르겠어. 반갑습니다. 네.
Why is he so hot?
특전사 707 베테랑 특수임무대에 대해서 11년 동안 근무하고 온 내비역 상사 홍범석입니다. 제가 지금 소방 공무원을 하고 있는데 저를 아시더라고요.
그 소방관 세계대회에서 1등 할 수 있는 것도 봤고
Oh, nice.
그래서 되게 리스펙하고 있었는데 오늘 보고 더 진짜 존경하게 되었습니다.
Ah.
최강 소방관 통합 챔피언은 대한민국의 홍범석.
제가 이 프로그램에 참가하면서부터도 이거는 이 20명하고 싸움이 아니고 그냥 나와의 싸움이다.
Good
그런
answer.
마음으로 참가를 했고 이 형 참가한 거 상위권이 아닌 1등을 하고 싶습니다.
가장 좀 견제가 되거나 경계가 되는 분이 있을까요?
견제되는 대원은 송병석 대원입니다. 그 인원이 알고 보니까 이제 세계 군인 체육대회에서 국가대표로 참가했던 인원이어가지고
안되면 대기하라. 특전사 13 특수임무여단 송병석입니다. 현재는 스파르탄 레이스 프로 선수로 활동하고 있고 장애물 레이스라고 생각하시면 되고요. 산이나 들판, 아웃도어에서 장애물을 극복해서 기록 싸움을 하는 스포츠입니다. 최근 성적은 1위입니다. 대한민국을 대표한다는 게 또 부담감이 엄청 크겠지만 제가 꼭 국가대표가 돼서 해외 특수부대들과 함께 겨뤄보는 게 목표입니다.
First there, last out. 필승! CCT 김창환 중사입니다. 특전사 인원들이나 UDT 인원들이 강화로 들어간다. 저희가 먼저 들어가서 그 적진의 안전지대를 확보하고 항공기와 우군의 목숨을 먼저 확보를 해주는 역할을 하고 있습니다.
최근에 또 미라클 작전이라고 해가지고 또 CCT 분들이 또 뭔가 호송하는 이런 작전들에 있어서 되게 또 성공한 어떤 작전의 또 사례를 또 하나 만들어줬지 않습니까?
수송기가 마침내 인천공항에 착륙하며 미라클이라는 이름의 이번 작전은 성공적으로 마무리됐습니다.
You can hear the drone in the air. Bro, did you see the size of that guy's watch? Just barely. Right down here. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, damn it. I told you. The freaking Special Forces watches are like this. Like, you could see him from another state. And that's how you know. Oh, that guy's Special Forces. He's Special Forces. It's like Flavor Flav's clock on your arm. Uh-oh. I hope this is planned. Got some Matrix dudes? This could be part of the psyops too.
연예인 아닙니까?
Celebrities?
아이돌. 알고 보니 아이돌. 연예인?
중고사 애들인가?
Oh, interesting.
안녕하십니까. 정보사 예비역 중사 김영철입니다.
안녕하십니까. 즐겨라 고등을 정보사 예비역 중사 고인호입니다.
All right, so Special Forces under Intelligence Command. It takes care of collecting military information and classified secrets. Very little is known about them due to high level of security, obviously.
영화 아저씨로서 많이 알려진 부대지 않습니까? 그 부대가
아직 한 발 남았다.
상상 속에만 있었던 부대인데 실제로 뵈니까 엄청 신기했고
무조리 씹어먹어 줄게.
저희 정보사 소속에는 외부에 노출되면 안 돼가지고 그래서 저희는 정장을 입고 출연을 했습니다.
일단 저희는 임무에 대해서는 말씀드릴 수 없고
국가 기밀이어가지고 말씀은 드릴 수가 없습니다. 고통을 즐기면서 하겠습니다.
1등 하겠습니다.
정보사가 안 나올 것 같은데 나온 것도 신기해.
정보사분들이 아무래도 베일에 많이 쌓여있다 보니까 궁금증이 많이 생기는 것 같습니다.
눈빛 싸움을 장난 아니게.
See, the introduction of the intelligence command already puts everybody else in a different headspace, because the first thing everybody's doing when they get into formation, they start kind of seeing people, they're looking at everything from like physical build to confidence level to how well their uniforms are, I don't want to say pressed, but their overall presentation, right? The way they're carrying themselves. And you kind of size each other up based, okay, this dude's a little taller, he's got a better build. Okay, I heard he's a good runner. And you can kind of gauge the overall feel physically. Once that intelligence crew comes in, you go, oh, there's a whole different level of this that I was not considering. Oh, that just opens up. And then you're like, okay, well, if I wasn't considering that, then what else is going to be part of this that I was not anticipating? And the branching begins.
쳐가지고 눈에서 레이저가 나오던데요, 아닌가?
20 agents.
밀리터리 연합대항전 더 솔저스에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 여러분들은 장장 5개월여 기간 동안에 면밀한 서류 심사와 심층 면접을 거쳐서 엄선된 대원들입니다. 이 자리에 서 있는 것만으로도 자부심을 가지셔도 좋습니다. 내노라오는 특수부대 출신인 여러분들은 앞으로 타 부대 출신 엘리트들과 연합해서 최강의 정예팀에 도전을 하게 됩니다. 앞으로 어떤 상황에서 어떤 미션이 주어지더라도 한계를 극복하고 임무를 완수해 주시기를 바랍니다. 물론 대한민국의 자존심과 명예를 걸고 밀리터리 연합 대항전에 나갈 대한민국 국가대표 최정예팀은 단 한 팀만 선발이 됩니다. 준비들 되셨습니까? 예! 준비들 되셨습니까? 예! 오늘 이 자리에는 여러분 말고도 소개시켜줄 4명의 또 다른 대원들이 있습니다.
Minor note, but important. You see how he said twice, "Are you ready?" They said, "Yes, sir." He said it again, "Are you ready?" "Yes, sir." Immediately, with just that much subtext, he has basically called them out to say, if you do not perform to my expectations, we will call you out. We will make you do it until you get it right. Just by doing that one thing. So everybody that just answered, "Yes, sir," and then had to say it again, internally goes, okay, top of my game.
소개하겠습니다. 이 대원들은 앞으로 팀이 이루어지게 되면 여러분들의 멘토가 돼서 여러분들과 함께 동고동락을 하게 될 팀장들입니다. 당연히 이 사람들 또한 세계에서 내놓으라 하는 특수부대 출신들입니다. 요한 이창준 팀장,
네 명 다 포스가 특수부대에 갔구나. 쉽게 생각하면 안 되겠다.
네, 그 눈빛에 되게 좀 압도가 됐어요. 뭔가 그 눈빛이 되게 예사롭지가 않았습니다.
No individual is greater than the team. The team comes first, and your mates are safe and the mission is complete. Then we worry about ourselves. I am Will Ravella for the United States. I have over 17 years of military experience. I was a Force Recon Marine. I was also United States Army Special Forces. I have served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
팀보다 위대한 그 개인은 없다? UDT 출신이다 보니까 저희도 이제 팀 체제로 그렇게 작전을 하다 보니까 첫 번째 그 슬로건이 조금 가슴에 와닿았던 것 같습니다.
Strong faith, unlimited trust. In the team, the trust is everything. Without no trust, there is no team.
I like it.
My name is Johan Reispass. I'm from Sweden. I did 17 years in the Swedish Special Forces, the SOG. I'm specialized in hostage rescue. There are multiple missions to Congo, Africa, Afghanistan, and the Balkan Peninsula.
군 생활할 때부터 좀 스웨덴에 관련된 특수부대를 잘 모르고 있다가 이번에 또 처음 알게 돼서 어떤 식으로 하는지 되게 궁금해서 같이 해도 좋을 것 같아요.
영감한자가 시연기한다.
Nice touch.
So overcome your fears. Even a backmarker can become a winner.
So the SAS is the British Special Forces unit, which specialises in infill skills through the air.
My name is Jay Morton. I'm from the UK. I served 10 years with the SAS, the British Special Forces. Before that, I was in the Parachute Regiment for 4 years. Deployed all over the...
What's so funny, when you see a picture, like all these pictures that are showing of these guys back when they were operational, what's funny about this that most people don't think of is that these pictures are taken because, well, back in my day, Because we all had a disposable camera, and we would hand it to somebody like, hey, bro, get a picture of me. And then everybody around you would give you shit because you just had to get your picture taken. And click. Now, obviously, we have phones and stuff now, but it's always this shot. You're all geared up. You got a good background. Hey, bro, get a quick photo of me. Bro, are you serious? Come on, man. Oh, click, click. Come on. Yeah, every single time. But you have to do it. It just comes with the territory. Like, look how good I look. I want to keep this forever.
Country, deployed to Afghanistan on multiple tours, and tours of Iraq.
전 영국의 SAS 나오셨다는 분, 저희 슬로건을 말할 때 그게 제 슬로건이랑 좀 비슷해가지고 좀 눈길이 갔습니다.
버텨라. 버티면 이긴다. 여러분들 모두가 포기만 하지 않으면 누구든 1등을 할 수 있다고 생각합니다. 특전 대대에서 3년, 정찰대에서 3년, 특전 대대에서
Now, I know all of you are very excited about this shot, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. This took him to ask one of his buddies to take a photo, and then as soon as they agreed, he had to pull his shirt up over his head and then give it everything he's got. Now, don't get me wrong. If I look like this is how I would walk around everywhere. The supermarket, church, the bank. I don't give a flying. But still, that is that moment where you're like, I don't want to ask, but I really do want this picture.
3년, 정찰대에서 3년, 707 EOD에서 3년, 707 대테러팀에서 3년 동안 근무하고 13년 동안 특수부대에서 근무한 이창준이라고 합니다.
제공치는 대테러 업무를 위주로 임무 수행을 하는 부대입니다. 기본적인 체력 그리고 정신력 그 국가를 지키기 위해서는 필수 요소라고 생각을 합니다.
저는 이상사님이 제일 기억에 많이 남았습니다. 워낙에 특전사 때부터 제가 존경하던 분이셔가지고 꼭 같이 해보고 싶습니다.
이젠 본격적인 생존 경쟁이 시작이 됩니다. 지금 여러분들이 서 있는 자리에서 11시 방향으로 여러분들의 숙소가 있습니다. 그 숙소까지 이동을 하게 되는데 숙소까지는 더블백을 가지고 이동을 하게 됩니다. 물론 선착순입니다. 선착순입니다.
Nice. First come, first served.
그 순간에는 너무 당황해가지고 망했다. 망했다라는 느낌이 들었습니다.
그 정장 입고 있어서 좀 황당하긴 했는데
장난이겠지라고 생각을 했습니다. 처음에 일단 배낭을 들었는데 이게 너무 무거운 겁니다. 제 복장이 좀 이래가지고 아쉬움이 남아있는데
1등, 2등, 3등까지는 어드밴티지가 주어집니다. 그리고 컨테이너에 도착을 하게 되면 컨테이너 외벽에 자신들이 갖고 있는 이름표를 부착해 주시기 바랍니다. 선착순 미션 30kg 군장을 메고 베이스 캠프까지 이동하라. 베이스 캠프까지의 거리는 약 1km. 강한 체력과 지구력을 가진 요원을 가려내는 오프닝 미션. 도착 순서에 따라 1위부터 10위까지는 상팀 막사, 11위부터 20위까지는 하팀 막사로 입장. 과연 선착순 탑3 안에 들어 어드밴티지를 얻을 요원은 누가 될 것인가? 일렬로 행대 외쳐봐요.
Gather in a row.
둘, 셋, 넷, 셋, 열, 아홉, 열. 고각 소리에 맞춰 선착순으로 숙소까지 이동을 합니다. 준비들 되셨습니까? 네.
not only are we looking for who's going to be the PT stud, the physical training stud, or the studs that get to the top the fastest, but what we're also looking for is who's going to show up to be the asshole? Who's going to be the one that like bumps somebody to get him out of the way? Who's going to be the one that has an attitude problem because he's tired? All of this stuff will come into play later in the story, I guarantee.
더블백을 받았는데 무게가 무겁더라고요, 생각보다. 그리고 경사를 봤는데 경사로도 높고, 근데 거리는 어느 정도인지 모르고. 아, 이거는 이 20명하고 싸움이 아니고 그냥 나와의 싸움이다.
무조건 1등을 목표로 달리고 있었고 제 앞에는 707의 홍범석 상사님. 그때부터 최선을 다해 달렸죠. 그냥 미친놈처럼 하겠습니다.
And another part of this is that you don't realize how much harder you will push because you don't want to be judged as the weaker one or one of the weaker ones. Now, that's a good thing sometimes. It's also a potentially wicked bad thing because you have to pace yourself sometimes. And as soon as you start kind of pushing it beyond that barrier a little bit too much, it's going to, at some point, catch up with you. So you have got to kind of keep that ego in check.
Gosh.
All right. Intelligence doing all right.
뛰자마자 목에다 메고 바로 그렇게 뛰었습니다. 처음 출발 때 바로 터져서 맨 마지막으로
아,
끊었어.
I adapt.
뛰는 건 좀 자신이 있어 하는 편이어서 그래 뛰자 하고 뛰었는데
뒤에서 이제 정보사 분들이 계셨는데 뒤에서 막 구두 소리 또각또각 나더니 줄 좀 매고 막 가시는 겁니다. 그래가지고 좀 멘탈이 많이 무너졌던 것 같습니다.
Tall guys, man.
그러니까 정보사 분들이 구두를 신고 또 잘 뛰시길래 좀 이분들이 어디까지 가시는지 한번 궁금하다. 아무래도 베일에 많이 쌓여 있다 보니까.
Man, you heavy breathing crew, you are fed.
쉽진 않아요. 아 진짜로 오랜만에 또 무거운 걸 짊어지고 또 뛰고 하니까 굉장히 오랜만에 피맛을 느꼈습니다.
이 언덕이 너무 생각보다 가팔라가지고 이제 뛰다 보니까 이거 페이스가 오버된 게 느껴지더라고요.
Strap broke.
그냥 나와의 싸움이다. 진짜 그냥 제 스스로를 이겨야겠다.
Easy, easy.
For example, number 1, really strong. They are all very well trained, good physical.
제가 뒤를 안 봤어요. 거의 다 들어왔을 때 뒤를 봤는데 안 보이더라고요. 그렇게 경험해본 사람만이 아는데 그때 희열하고 자부심이라고 해야 되나? 그런 부분은 엄청 좋았습니다.
Oh yeah, push.
더 빨리!
Now, you would like to think in this moment, if this were you, you can see the end in sight. I want to be higher on the board, so I'm just going to go. Now, most of us are going to do this, but you always have to be aware of what's next. Do we nap? Are we done for the day? Is it pool time? You have no idea. We could do the whole thing again. So you always got to be mindful. See, we're starting to build a hierarchy within the group.
이 짊어지고 가길래 저씨 왜 짊는 거지? 왜 짊어지는 게 터졌어. 그러니까 저도 터져가지고 와 시작하자마자 터져가지고 와.
아이고 아니 매기 전에 이거를 제일 풀어놨었는데 이게 덩치가 있으니까 안 잠겨가지고 진짜 여기가 섰어. 빨리!
지금부터 그냥 들어오신 대로 붙이시면 됩니다.
Props to the two Intel guys making top 10. Come on, bro. Keep going. Just finish.
진짜 첫 단추 잘 꼈어야 되는데 아 진짜 화났습니다. 다음 미션 때는 제가 무조건 1등 해야죠.
다리 끝났다 오늘. 다들 천천히 가시겠지 했는데 생리얼 진짜 와. 이렇게 길 줄 몰랐네 코스. 다리 지난다. 저씨 12. 왜 지워지는 거지? 와. 시작하자마자 터져가지고 와.
아이고. 아니 내기 전에 이거를 이렇게 풀어놨어.
아 이게 너무한 거 아닐까?
오랜만에 피만 느끼네요.
시작부터 피만.
아 근데 그 소방관분 그 선배분 시공칠 진짜 대단하시더라고요 진짜.
제가 가장 우승 후보라고 생각을 하고 있는 그 요원이 홍범석 상사.
예, 707의 홍범석 상사님 가장 견제가 되고 또 저희 특수부대원들끼리에서도 유명하신 분이고.
1등은 안 보이더라고. 나 처음에 출발해서 가방 터지고 가니까 안 보여 1등이.
세계대회 1등 하셨으니까.
세계대회 무슨 세계대회?
그 세계 제일 소방관대 있거든요. 거기서 1등 하셨거든요.
누구요? 아까 그 홍.
네 1등 하신 분.
교관진들 있지 않습니까? 그분 빡세 보이더라고요.
이상사님 전에가 사스는.
그분 멋있더라고요. 그분 약간 제 영화 캐릭터 같더라고요.
SAS가 영국이었고 미국이 그 네네네 맞아요. 폴스 리컨이라고 했고
그 스웨덴
유럽에서는 알아주는 특수부대일 수도 있고.
이 상사님 몸이
발뚝이.
저 은근히 깜짝 놀래가지고.
저희 한국 교관.
맞어.
특전사 분들은 어떻게 같은 특전사 팀장님이 좋으십니까?
죄송합니다. 코멘트 하겠습니다. 죄송합니다.
현 시간부터 10분 내로 또 항복하시고 박스는 옆으로 다 이동시키면 됩니다.
If I could play this in slow motion, I would. Actually, I can, but no. Stop it. You will watch the abs in real time, and you will enjoy the pauses when I give them to you, like now. I'm saying a bunch of stuff I don't need to say because I get you. Did he say that? Your body is a chocolate? No way. Oh, mirrors. That's got to be a two-way mirror. He's a bodybuilder. Oh man, I thought that shit was photoshopped. All right, so at this point, they collect all their personal belongings and they are going to essentially even the playing field equipment-wise. So, like, we have the Intel guys show up, they're in suits. They got dress shoes on, and then everybody else, even the ones that are in utilities or what we call camis, uniforms, even down to the boots. Boots are different. Boots are not always good. We used to wear these all leathers, and if they got wet, so help you. They became like 15 pounds each, and like I have been on, we used to call them humps, and it was like a long hike with all your gear and equipment and everything else. And you'd be on a hump for like hours upon hours to the point that like blood is seeping out of your all leather boots. Miserable. So boots are not always great. Now the technology has come a long way, thankfully, that a lot of the boots now are like sneakers, but it was not always like that. So anyway, we're just kind of leveling the field equipment-wise for everybody. And Rebecca, I will actually answer that question. The reason they do the fake tans with the bodybuilders is because that also kind of levels the field with everybody, because the darker the skin, especially under that stage lighting, it helps you see the definition more. So you want to be more defined, so you darken the skin, and it helps show a lot of the striations and muscle fibers and things like that. Definition, yeah.
수고했습니다. 수고하셨습니다. 좀 꺼주세요. 해주십시오. 아, 드디어 해주십시오.
There's no way this is a free night. No way. 6 hours later, 5 a.m. Truck. Oh, that's the Intel guys. Oh shit. 20 minutes. So at this point, we got water flowing in. One of two things is going to happen. Either this is just a really exceptionally rude but clever wake-up call, or they've got the doors barred as well. And these cats are going to have to figure that shit out real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Anytime you're placed in an unexpected situation, as a soldier, we must remain vigilant.
There you go.
24/7.
Nice. Now, even if there is no perfect, or even if there's no solution to this, like let's hypothetically say they have no way of getting out of this because it's a steel box, hypothetically, right? There's no way out of this. They're going to be watching, the instructors, the production is going to be watching to see how far, potentially, could we push these cats to where people are starting to lose their cool a little bit. I want to see how far can I push them. If Agent 1, the top guy, loses his cool in 3 minutes when he's up to like his knees in water, okay, and I jot that down. So there might not be a solution to this, and it's all part of the testing them to see how they work as a team and to see how they work as individuals kind of controlling themselves.
미션 Escape. 제한 시간은 단
20
20분.
minutes.
막사가 물에 모두 잠기기 전 신속하게 탈출하라.
Oh yeah!
이 모든 과정을 지켜보며 평가하고 있는 글로벌 팀장들. 과연 요원들은 돌발 상황에 어떻게 대처할 것인가?
I was looking for individuals that didn't stop or that didn't quit and just to continue going until the mission's over.
Good job.
Right? Like I said, I'm a big teamwork guy. So if there's someone there, it makes you operate and work better because you know there's someone there right next to you.
오늘 나오자마자 엄청 패닉했어요.
이거 유리창을 깨야 되나 다 똑같은 생각 하신 것 같아요.
물은 진짜 꿈에도 몰랐고.
큰일 났다 이거. 그래서 막 두드려보고 부실 수 있는 것들이 있나.
뭐 창문, 뭐 벽지 막 뜯어보고 다 했는데 답이 없는 겁니다.
Now, never underestimate the floor. This is a portable building. There could also be a way to move some of that floor paneling, and then you have no idea. So you have to check everything from the top to the bottom, inside out. And even if you can't break through something, you might be able to grab something and break it and then use that as a tool to help you like pry open that door, for example, right?
Just a bit of panic, initial panic.
All looking for ways to get out.
The mission's designed to see who can stay calm in a high stress environment. You need to be able to calm yourself, you need to be able to calm your mind and relax.
Now, I'll tell you, I don't know if this would work or not, but there's enough guys in this room, like the team leaders are just saying, everybody's looking for a way to get out. That's good. We want to do that. However, if I'm one of the guys that's just kind of standing around and I notice a couple other guys standing around like we're just kind of extra hands and don't know what to do, if I have tried every single thing and I can't move nothing, can't rip nothing, can't break nothing, I might even say, hey, bro, let's see if we can slow down this water a little bit. So hell, even if I can sit my big ass down against that wall and slow down the input of the water, maybe it's at least worth a try. If we can increase the odds of this being successful by 5%, why not? It's better than standing there and being like, hey, will somebody fix this for all of us? All right. Wow, it's 30 seconds in.
예상은 어느 정도 조금 했었어요. 저희 막사에 있는 대원 중에 한 명이 이거 뭔가 물 들어올 것 같다.
5번 그 대원분께서 방수 재질로 돼 있는 컨테이너라고 이야기를 하더라고요.
그래도 근데 얘기를 한번 나온 거니까 대처가 되게 빨랐던 것 같아요.
처음에 도착했을 때부터 컨테이너의 구조에 이질감이 느껴져가지고 원인들을 좀 분석을 해봤는데
Look at that.
이 방은 물에 차게끔 만들어진 방이다.
Designed to be sunk. Wow, look at the boy go.
살짝 소름 돋는 사실을 좀 발견한 것 같은데 벌써.
Creepy.
문 잘 보셨습니까 다? 보니까 여기 고무입니다. 완전 밀봉됩니다.
Nicely done.
물 채우면은
정말 물 채우겠습니까? 아니야, 절대 아니야.
He knew it was
진짜 가능성이 있습니다 이거.
진짜로 물 나오면
제 말이 확실합니다.
예상한 부분에 첫 번째가 뭐였냐면 에어컨을 무조건 한번 뜯어보자.
Oh yeah. 5 keys. Did you see him? Get him.
에어컨 통로가 있을 거라 생각했거든요. 열자마자 열쇠가 떨어지니까 잠겨 있을 거라는 생각을 못했어요.
Good job. Oh hell no! They got janitor keys.
닫혀 있고 나갈 구멍은 없으니까.
아, 물이 그렇게 빨리 찰 줄 몰랐어요.
물 어느 정도 들어오면은 이제 멈추겠지 했는데 끝없이 또 와가지고 많이 당황스러웠어요.
Frustrated.
Hey, look. I mean, you'd instantly go for something on the roof, right? Like if the door's not opening.
Can't see anybody in charge.
You gotta try something different.
Everyone was just stood there, just looking around, going, like, what do we do?
Okay. Not working? All right, try something else.
사실상 우리가 에어컨 박스를 뜯으면
Now, there's a good chance if there is a lock on whatever this this portal or this hatch is, you have that many keys, but it's not as though one of those keys is going to be the one. Let's say the key ring has, let's say it's got 300 keys. We might put 15 or 20 keys on there that actually work. But the mentality when you get that and go, oh my God, I got a 1 in 300 chance of knocking this lock down. No way. No, you have to assume it's gonna work out.
좀 쉬울 거라고 생각을 했지만 쉽지만은 않았습니다.
좀 더 올려야 돼. 아, 키 큰 사람 해야 되나? 키 작지. 됐어.
What you got? Is that hollow? No. It's echoing.
그래서 천장 전체를 좀 두드리다 보니까 제가 좀 약한 부분이 있는 것을 찾게 됐습니다.
Careful, dude. Okay, looks promising. Oh, nicely done. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, upper ranked team. Now, something interesting could happen. After the first team gets out and everybody's safe, they're going to know, okay, they were out in 3 minutes, 30 seconds, first guy. Let's say it takes them up to 6 minutes to get everybody out. 14 minutes remain. They're going to look over at the other tank, and then the question will become, what do these cats do now? Does the first team that is successful, do they go and try to assist? What do they do? Because remember, it's not two teams, right? Right now, it seems like two teams, but you got 20 individuals, but it's two teams. But really, if you get deep, we're all in this together. So your best bet is go help the other guys. I'm done. I'm safe. I'm going to go help the other guys. Let them tell you not to do it.
엄청 패닉했어요.
아, 물이 그렇게 빨리 찰 줄 몰랐습니다.
So they're not team working. So nobody's taking charge. I can't see anyone here.
You could have dried them out for the night.
All right, do something else. All these people standing around. Keep trying. Find other things. There you go. All right, we're 6 minutes in. My man putting his sandal back on.
조금만 더 생각을 했다면 더 빨리 빠져나왔을 텐데.
우리가 너무 이제 좀 안일하게 대처를 했구나.
되게 당황스러웠어요. 이 특전사에서도 안 해봤었으니까.
탈출하면서 아쉬운 점은 너무 당황을 했다. 침착하지 못했다.
It's amazing. I don't know if they'll comment on this, but the moment that this, well, let me kind of rephrase that. The second that this moment kind of ends and you realize that it's behind you, this mental clarity just goes. It's incredible. Anxiety and frustration, and of course panic, will just cause this complete fog. And I'm sure there's some science behind it with synapses and neurotransmitters and all that, but that's essentially metaphorically what happens. So you have got to be able, like every once in a while, to kind of like and breathe. And we tell people that, and it's not cliche either. You have got to make breathing part of your formula. You're constant like, because what happens is as we get more panicked, we get more anxious, we start to short breathe. We don't realize we're doing it, but we do. So what happens? Now there's less oxygen going to the brain. Less oxygen means you can't think as well. The clarity becomes lesser and lesser and lesser, and you have got to like breathe and keep that system functioning as cleanly as you can while you still accomplish things that need to be accomplished.
The 10 guys I was watching in my tank, they all kept their calm. But I couldn't see any specific player that did stand out, like taking command over the team or anything like that. So they were all working on somebody taking charge and giving commands and directions.
Pissed me off.
Pissed me off.
So yeah, I mean, the more time you prepare this, the more in this kind of thing, the easier it's going to be.
많이 의식했죠. 미쳤나.
눈치도 보이고 당황을 했던 거죠.
정말 예상치 못했고 진짜 힘들었습니다.
후보생 때 좀 느낌이 많이 나서 정신이 바짝 들긴 했어요.
Here it comes. This is 30 minutes later from water intake.
와, 이거 진짜 시작이구나.
We're just getting the day
버텨라,
started.
버티면 살아남는다.
춥습니까?
Why are you down?
A동 대원들은 상의를 탈의해 주십시오.
Shirts and skins.
본격적인 생존 경쟁이 이제 시작이 됐습니다. 시작부터가 그동안 어디서 보지 못했던 아주 강력한 미션으로 시작을 한 것 같아서 굉장히 인상적입니다. 대원들의 어떤 면을 알아보기 위해서 이 미션을 준비했습니까?
I missed that real quick. Hold on. You said something that seemed important. What was found about agents through escape mission? Why did you come up with this mission? Okay.
어떤 면을 알아보기 위해서 이 미션을 준비했습니까?
So this morning, his challenge was to check the characteristics of each individual soldier that's out here. Anytime you're placed in an unexpected situation, you got to see an individual, how they rise up to that occasion and how they perform. War comes at us at a moment's notice. As a soldier, we must remain vigilant 24/7. What you need to do is you need to be able to overcome the unexpected situations that are presented before us in a war-type situation. So the first group, the group that I noticed, I was very impressed with your teamwork. You guys were able to finish this challenge extremely fast. All of you at the same time by working as a team. As you guys are aware, I am very much on teamwork. This challenge challenged you in that. If you did not work as a team, you didn't do as well.
이거 아닌데 이거 더 이상 잡히면 안 되는데. 아, 오케이. 또
다른 곳에서 이제 더 보여줘야죠.
이제 본격적인 개인 미션에 들어가게 됩니다. 막사로들 돌아가셔서 환복들 하시고 집합 장소로 다시 모여주시기 바랍니다. 해산.
진짜 군대를 새로 입대하는 기분?
잘할 수 있을까 사실.
Yeah, you feel like a recruit all over again.
도전 정신만.
특수대원 국가대표 선발전 더 솔저스. 이제 20명의 특수부대원 중 4명의 탈락 후보를 결정지을 1차 탈락 미션이 펼쳐집니다.
근데 진짜 이제 시작이구나.
쪽팔리게 바로 떨어지지 말고 무조건 1등 해야죠.
자신 있고 보여줘야죠.
So your first elimination challenge is an obstacle course. A strong soldier must have mental strength, teamwork, strategies and tactics. But more importantly, a high level of physical fitness because it's the basic of the basics. You're never going to win any battle if you're not physically fit. The instructors here, we're all going to be verifying your physical fitness as we're running through this obstacle course.
제가 장애물 달리기 선수이기도 하고 체력으로는 자신이 있었기 때문에
체력에서는 제가 이제 자신 있는 부분이니까
꼴등을 해서 이 꽉 깨물고 제가 최선을 다하겠습니다.
기초 체력을 테스트할 장애물 미션 방식은 이렇습니다. 총 8개 장애물 구간을 통과를 하게 되는데 1단계 구름 사다리 극복, 2단계 180kg 타이어 뒤집기.
Up until about maybe, I don't know, 2 years ago, this was me going down my street. I had one of these tires and I would just be like, it's Wednesday. Idiot.
3단계 12m 외줄 오르기, 4단계 40kg 제리캔 운반, 5단계 30kg 분장 메고 달리기, 6단계 토복으로 철조망 극복, 7단계 30kg 분장 적진, 마지막 8단계 60kg 타이어 끌기. 각 조마다 가장 늦게 들어온 요원은 탈락 후보가 됩니다.
I was impressed with how strong and physically fit the Korean guys are. They showed a strong sense of teamwork. They seem to work well with each other. And there's some strong guys out there. There's some strong guys with a lot of physical fitness. It's a challenging obstacle course. It's going to test you physically and mentally. And each part of the course is there to test a different part of you. Tire flips, which are going to burn your forearms out just before you get to a road climb. So your arms are tired before you even get on the road climb.
Which is why you notice he's using this technique with his legs where he traps the rope onto his feet on the instep and then he stands up because his arms are smoked. You have to find a way to get to the top. So we always have a technique, a contingency to help us accomplish what we need.
And then, you know, the rest of the parts of the course are designed to exhaust you.
특전사 종목이긴 하거든요. 이게 좀 자신이 있을 것 같아요.
내가 준비했던 체력을 좀 보여준다면 그래도 탈락 위기에서는 좀 벗어나지 않을까.
그 장애물들이 어떤 난이도인지 파악이 안 되니까 그냥 내 의지를 보여주자.
5명씩 총 4팀을 이뤄서 대결하게 될 이번 미션은 선착순 달리기에서 1, 2, 3등 들어온 대원에게 어드밴티지를 준다고 했습니다. 홍범석 대원, 송병석 대원, 홍국성 대원이 대결할 상대를 지목을 하게 됩니다. 먼저 1등한 홍범석 대원 앞으로 나와주십시오. 함께 대결하고 싶은 4명의 대원을 선택을 하는 겁니다. 어떤 대원을 어떤 기준으로 선택을 할 겁니까?
아직 대원들 잘 몰라서 제가 각 부대별로 한 명씩 선택하겠습니다.
Nice.
선택해 주십시오.
좀 황당하긴 했는데 체력만큼은 자신 있어서.
Number 8.
그냥 뭐 겸허하게 받아들였어요. 저는 그냥 자신감 있어가지고.
부족한 게 없다고 생각해서 신경 안 쓰고 있습니다.
내 페이스만 유지하면 잘할 수 있을 거라 생각해.
아무래도 서바이벌이기 때문에 저보다 약해 보이는 상대를 선택해야 될 것 같습니다. 1등을 하고 싶습니다.
이 2등한 송병석 대원 앞으로 나와주십시오.
저도 부대별로 한 명씩 뽑겠습니다.
부대별로?
12, 17, 18, 14.
제가 선택했기 때문에 일단 마음에 들고 되게 자신 있었습니다.
홍국성대원 앞으로 나와주십시오.
전 제 느낌이 가는 대로 선발하겠습니다.
선발되지 않은 5명의 대원은 자동으로 함께 대결을 하게 됩니다.
Now, how do you think you're going to feel being in group number 4? Right? It's kind of an obvious answer. It's not great. However, do you think the obstacle course is going to care about how you feel not being picked? It doesn't matter. So you gotta let that shit go. You get at their starting line, the same as everybody else. You do what you can.
이렇게 해서 기초 체력 테스트를 할 4개 조가 정해졌습니다. 4명의 탈락 후보를 결정지을 1차 탈락 미션 시작하겠습니다. 선택받지 못한 5명의 대원들 스타트 라인 앞으로 서주십시오.
내가 1등을 하겠다라는 자신감이 있습니다.
열심히 해볼 생각입니다. 후회 없이.
자존심 걸고 이겨내야죠.
죽여보자 이런 느낌으로 열정으로 한번 불태워보겠습니다.
All right, so we got 8 stations.
Yeah, the course is challenging. It's not designed to be an easy course. Each part of the course is there to test a different part of you.
근데 제가 먼저 간 레일에 누가 따라올 거라고 생각도 못했었거든요.
Go back, start over.
많이 그런가 보다. 저게 힘들다. 은근히 저기가 힘들다 이거죠.
Shake it out.
저는 저 앞에 타이어에서가 되게 복병일 것 같습니다.
You gotta get under it, homie. Oh no.
But then you get to the tires, then it's really tough. You know, it's very heavy to lift those tires.
와, 안 들린다. 안 들려. 진해.
No.
치고 나가자. 그 생각밖에 없었어요. 네.
going to test you physically and mentally. So you need to be able to switch aggression on.
See, you gotta fight that urge. Once you plant those hands under there and you try to hold this as steady as you can and you lift with your legs, you basically push into the tire and then stand, essentially. But you're like standing towards an angle, right? That helps you get it off the ground. And then once you get it so it's kind of like this, you have to fight that urge to lift it up with your arms. You are going to need your arms so much in these courses. So once you get it, you almost have to kind of get under it and then this way. It's so much easier to get under it and then just let gravity as you stand move that tire for you.
다른 분들은 다 잘 가시는데 저는 막 계속 안 가져가지고 좀 멘탈이 많이 무너졌던 것 같아요.
Don't quit, bro. Don't quit.
무릎 저다리 그걸 만회하고자 타이어 뒤집기에서 조금 더 앞서가려고 했고 솔직히 외줄 하나 저는 되게 자신하고 있었습니다.
발 꼬고도 힘들 것 같은데 외줄.
Smoked.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, those hands are done. Oh, that's going to affect him a lot.
다 털린 거니까 외줄을 못하네.
Oh, not just blisters. Oh, that's brutal. That's going to tear you up.
저는 애초에 전략을 바로 타지 말고 휴식을 가지고 그 다음 한 번에 탔거든요.
There you go, nice and high. Feet to the chest.
특전사 인원들은 아무래도 외주를 생활하다 보니까 좀 유리하지 않았나.
Easy.
나이스.
Yeah, get going. Yeah, this is a chance to get a good lead.
내가 지금 이거를 할 수 있을까라는 생각을 했었던 것 같아요.
자, 누가 마지막이 될 거야?
Who will be last?
저거 한 번 못 올라가면 못 올라가는데 두 번째도.
Yeah.
끝까지 외주를 완등하고 끝까지 피니쉬 지점에 꼭 완주하고 싶었었습니다.
You can't pull yourself up.
올라간다. 올라갔다. 와, 저 마지막. 와.
Almost there, dude. Come on, don't stop now. Now, here's a critical moment. It's easy for me to sit in my delicious chair with my coffee and my giant orange chocolate egg and at the screen every once in a while. And it's easy for me to yell at the screen going, all right, let's go, push it, everything you got. But the reality is, in a moment like this, muscles have limits. Sometimes there is nothing left in those muscles. Now, so you have to find different ways to use the other muscles. But I got a feeling he's about to regret this moment. Ooh. There it is. Yep. Oh, damn. Nothing left. Hands burnt. Legs hurt. Yep. Medic.
최종 탈락 미션을 시작을 하겠습니다.
국가대표인데 해외를 못 들어.
홍범석 상사님 좀 실망스러웠기도 했고.
Oh, well, aren't you just spoiled? For crying out loud.
갈비뼈 부분이 부딪히면서 물에 들어갔습니다.
늦게 들어오는 4명이 더 솔저스와 함께할 수 없습니다.
All right, so what did you think? What were your thoughts here? Did you enjoy? Oh, I loved this. I loved this. So good. Hopefully there wasn't too much pausing for you, but if there was, I'm sorry, maybe this isn't the channel for you. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And I will tell you something, okay? Because like when you get into this military type stuff, competition stuff, have I been in a competition like this? No. Have I done all of the things that they are going through? Well, I've never been in a container filling with, well, actually, no, I kind of have. Huh. So far, I've done some version of everything that they have been through. And I've got a feeling going through most of this and seeing the intro, there's probably a good bit that I can at least give you some context on, even if it's just from the competitive standpoint, from the training standpoint, the mental, physical, emotional battle that these guys will go through. So I think there'll be a good chunk here that hopefully I can provide some context for. Did I go back to my younger self watching this? Yes. Almost every piece reminds me of something that I experienced. And as much as I did pause it and comment, there was so much more that I could have said. But you'd never get to watch the damn show if that were the case. I'll give you a perfect example. Now that the show's over and you're not itching so much, I'll tell you this. When these cats got out of their water tanks, their tents that filling with water, they had everybody soaking wet. It's cold outside. They have these dudes rip off their shirts. That's not relevant. I just wanted to remind you because I care about you and I want you to be happy and satisfied. But that moment reminded me of 2000. It was the winter of 2000. I was in New Brunswick, Maine. I went through a school called SEER, Survival, Evasion, Resistance, Escape. And essentially it was in the woods, it was waist-high snow, and it's basically a course that teaches you how to survive if you are ever somewhere you're not supposed to be. If that makes sense, if you're found. And then some of the mental and emotional struggles that you might deal with if they catch you, kind of thing. So we are out there, and through the course, we get captured. And I will never forget, I'm standing there with a few other people. We've been captured, which everybody does. Like it doesn't matter how good you are, you have to be captured to go through the next phase of training. We are standing there completely naked, waist-high snow on the ground, except for this camp that we're in. And they are spraying us with hoses for a very long time. And you get to the point where you're standing there in the position of attention. So your hands are down by your side, your feet are at a 45-degree angle, and you're standing there back straight, mouth shut, sir. They're spraying you with hoses. And you're miserable. And the instructors will come up to you, and of course, you're like, it's just there. You can't stop shaking, so you think. So they come up to you and they tell you, stop shaking. And you just tighten it up long enough to stop shaking. And they say, okay. And then they move on to the next one. And then and the reason they do that is to see if you're just super cold or are you leaning into the hypothermic stage? Because if you can't stop shaking, we got to get a medic. We got to get you out of this training environment. So every little detail has a purpose. So you have to kind of go, and then you're good. You carry on with training. But every little piece has a purpose. Seeing these cats soaking wet and cold reminded me of that moment. And then going back to the obstacle course, the last thing I'll kind of throw in here. Going back to the obstacle course, as Jay, one of the team leaders, was saying, the course is designed to exhaust you. It is. It's designed to exhaust you physically. It's designed to exhaust you mentally and frustrate you mentally. And we see how you handle and navigate all of these things. But when you look at the stations themselves, most of the time each station will have some form of function to why we do it. It might be something like, this is meant to be miserable and you're going to hate it. And we just want to see how you handle things that you hate. Fine. But take the water jugs, for example. Now, we didn't see anybody. We saw one guy grab 2 water jugs. They call them jerry cans, and start to move. And I don't remember what the weight was, but they're probably going to be 50 pounds each, maybe. And then everything kind of has a function. So, for example, it could be gas cans that you're moving, but generally speaking, you're going to be moving like ammunition cans. Moving a tire might represent moving a large piece of debris off of somebody or moving a person away from an immediate danger area. Everything has a function, and we just want to essentially condition the body and the brain to be able to do those things even when you are under that level of stress for a prolonged period of time. Everything has a function. Did I stop shivering? Yes, I did. And that's why I continued training and I made it through the course. It was one of the very few times that I shed a tear. Actually, I take that back. I shed lots of tears in training because sometimes you're just in so much damn pain that you can't help it, and your face just and that one single tear falls out. But when the SEER course ended and we were rescued and this giant American flag came down and we had been rescued, it was quite a moment. The Star Spangled Banner played over the camp speakers, and it was pretty awesome. So, spoiler alert if any of you are going through the course anytime soon. But again, that was 25 years ago. Maybe they've changed a little bit. If they haven't changed anything and I'm spoiling it now, you better tighten it up. You better change something. Words out. Stupid. All right, so The Soldiers, episode 1. I had a blast. I love this. I hope you learned something, and I hope there is lots more to see and experience all together.